Morning Roast.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky.
Well, I'm about that action, boss.
Take it out! This is the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Joe Shasky, the Butcher, Bonte Hill, and we are glad to be joined by the President and Chief Operating Officer of the Golden State Warriors, Brandon Schnieder, doing a hell of a job replacing the great Rick Welts, and we had a schedule release yesterday, and we're going to get right into it. Brandon, this offseason feels so short, man. Basketball's around the corner.
No kidding, Bonte. Good morning. Thanks for having me on today.
Anytime, man. How's your offseason been?
Well, like you said, you got to put air quotes around that. It is short. You know, it's crazy. We have our first preseason game in Japan 43 days from today.
Jeez, 43 days away. Japan. Are you ready for that flight?
It doesn't matter if I'm ready. I want Steph, Clay, Draymond, Wiggins, and the guys to be ready. No, we're excited. Obviously, a special season. I think the guys have been celebrating as they deserve, as we've seen. And we're excited to get back at it and defend the title.
No doubt about that.
So what do you guys got planned for this year? We'll get into the schedule in a second. Is there certain nights throughout the year that you're going to unveil some championship stuff? But forget the championship stuff, because that's awesome and amazing. Any statues getting unveiled this year? Maybe the Rick Barry underhand, maybe a Wilt Chamberlain,
Brandon,
Steph
I'm sorry.
Curry.
He loves statues.
Maybe a Steph Curry one. I don't know. Are we going to do anything like that this year?
I mean, if you put a Steph Curry statue outside of Chase Center right now, what would people be like? Wait, doesn't he still play for the Warriors?
Yeah,
I think we will see statues someday. No statues unveiled this year.
Okay,
but look, you want to talk about rings? We got ring night coming up. That's in 61 days, by the way. That's opening night against the Lakers.
Did you request the Lakers?
No. And even if we did, the league doesn't listen to us. No, it's funny. In all seriousness, the schedule process is crazy because, they're looking at arena availability, right? And Lakers is a good example because you got Crypto.com Arena that they play there, the Clippers play there, the LA Kings play there, and then all the buildings have concerts. Chase Center is obviously a ton of concerts, so it's a complicated process. But I won't say. I think having the Lakers in on opening night for ring night will make it pretty cool for the fans.
Well, yeah, the NBA schedule makers didn't do any Bay Area fans any justice. 5 conflicts with the 49ers in the regular season, man. We got to split our attention here, but it's all good. Brandon, you talk about concerts. Brandon Schnieder, we're talking to the CEO of the Golden State Warriors. You talk about concerts, and I'm hearing the concert list is pretty loaded. Alicia Keys is coming to the building. Duran Duran, nice. Kevin Hart, Carrie Underwood, Shasky's favorite, Smashing Pumpkins. What the hell is going on at Chase Center with concert season?
Yeah, it's exciting. You named a lot of the big ones. We have the Killers coming up on August 23rd, and then, like you said, Alicia Keys after that. We have 11 concerts between now and October 1st, and I think this is what we imagined, right? Like, we opened in 2019, and then 6 months later, COVID hit, right? So we haven't seen the full effect of what Chase Center and Thrive City are going to be. But you think Golden State Warriors, but we've become this sports and entertainment company because the reality is we're going to have more other events at Chase Center than we'll have Warriors games. We hope to have, like last year, 56 Warriors games deep into the playoffs, but we're going to have more concerts than that. And the idea is to have entertainment for everybody. I know it's crazy to think, but not everybody is a Warriors fan, right? So we want to have other content, whether you like, country music or hip hop or rock or alternative, whatever it may be, family shows, comedy. We want to have something for everybody at Chase Center.
Yeah, my wife and all her family went and saw Joe Coy maybe a year or two ago out there. He was packing the place for multiple nights. What's the one game that you look at on the schedule and you say to yourself, yeah, that's the one I'm not missing?
It's so hard to say that. So Joe, I've been with the Warriors 20 years, and I think in the early years, like when we're out there and people want to go to games, they're worried about the opponent. They're picking the game they're going to go to by who we're playing. And I think that's changed. Our team's so good. It's like you're going to see Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, the young guys, Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga. Now we got the draft picks from this year, PBJ. Now they're coming to see the Warriors, right? So, that's what we talk about, honestly, is, you look at the energy that we had at Chase Center all year long, and then, you saw it really peak as we got into the playoffs and the finals. And just how excited the fans were inside Chase Center, outside Thrive City. You guys see all that. What we talk about is how do we make every game an event like that, right? So all 44 games, 41 regular season, the 3 preseason games, people come out and there's something that makes it like special every night, right? Because we know like there's a lot of, we have tons of people that go to a lot of games, right? All our season ticket members and partial season ticket members, but there's a lot of people that go to one game, right? And that might be the XYZ game on a Tuesday night in November, or that might be Christmas Day.
Right.
We want to make every game special. I'll answer your question more directly. I mean, ring night obviously doesn't get old. It's the fourth time we've done it. Watching the guys get the rings is going to be amazing. We talked about that.
First time at Chase Center.
First time at Chase Center. You're right, Fonte. That's a good call. That's going to be special. You got Christmas Day is always special, and this is our 11th straight appearance on Christmas Day. Look, this is like the showcase day for the NBA. So when you're picked, it's not great to have to play on Christmas, right? The guys would like to be with their families,
right.
But everyone understands. Like, that means you're a marquee team. So 11 straight Christmas Day games is special. And I just told you that the league picks the schedule. That's the one exception. I think Draymond Green and John Morant scheduled that game.
Oh.
Right?
That's
we all
good to
know that on Twitter. And then the other one I have to call out, and this one's, you guys are going to probably comment on my comment, but January 22nd, Sunday night, the Brooklyn Nets come to town.
Yeah, I know.
And Kevin Durant has played one game at Chase Center since he left the Warriors and went to the Nets. The problem is only about 100 people saw that game,
right.
Because that was during COVID. I was at the game. Mm-hmm. We did a great intro, a great welcome back video, but it was 100 people there. So I think having him come back with the Nets for his first game back.
I hope he's still there,
for
Brandon.
fans. Well, that's what I was waiting for. But look, that's all. As of now, that's the game, right?
Yeah. Brandon, for ring night for the Golden State Warriors, have you carved out enough in the budget so that Bonte can get a ring too?
Stop it.
Wow, put me on the spot.
No.
I'm teasing.
He's been negotiating hard for this. We'll have to see how it shakes out.
You know what? I think you should get him one of those like fake rings that you hand out that you give to all the fans. The first 15,000.
Yeah, I've got a few of those on the nightstand already, Brandon. You give me the real deal. I may sell it for a mortgage out here in the Bay Area.
Don't do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm kidding here. But also what's cool, we're talking to Brandon Schnieder,
Jewelry
the COO and president of the Golden State Warriors. Also in San Antonio, the Spurs need fans, right? So why not schedule a game against the Golden State Warriors at the Alamo Dome for a chance to break the all-time attendance record? How cool is that?
It's pretty awesome. So the league reached out to us about that, and we were like, "Yeah, that would be amazing." So the all-time NBA attendance record is 62,000 fans. I was at the Alamo Dome against the Chicago Bulls.
Wow.
So the Alamo Dome. Sorry, I think I said
Georgia Dome against the Hawks.
Yeah, thank you. We're at the Alamo Dome. So the capacity is going to be 65,000 people. And again, I mean, for us, we take that as a compliment because when the Spurs go to the league and say, we want to break the attendance record, get us the best opponent that you can, and they select the Golden State Warriors, that's cool, right? That speaks to the power of Dub Nation, right? We got fans all over the country, and you're going to see a lot of Spurs fans at that game, but you're going to see a lot of Warriors fans at that game too.
All right, so we're talking schedule, and we're talking with Brandon Schnieder, the COO of the Golden State Warriors, but what about these 2 jerseys you released? The Run TMC one, that's very near and dear to my heart. There's no doubt about it. And then the new one. So what's the collection of jerseys looking like this year? Are we rolling back the black ones? Because I loved those jerseys.
Yeah. I do too. Everybody does, right? I mean, we had a couple of new jerseys this past year that were popular. I don't want to confuse everyone listening because you don't need to know the NBA rules like I do, but there's specific rules. So we all have what used to be a home and a road jersey, right? And now it's icon and association. That's the classic blue and white that we all love. So we'll always have that. And then you have 2 to 3 other jerseys every year. Some of them change out every year, and you have to. So like the black jersey you're talking about. That we don't have a choice. That has to change out.
Oh man, they were so sweet, Brandon.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Look, I mean, how about the classic edition last year? The blue.
I mean, the
blue jersey where you had the court with it. I mean, that
one. That's the old San Francisco Warrior one from way back when. Man. That one was awesome.
Well, actually, that one was from Philadelphia days.
Yeah,
that was Philadelphia because that was the 75th anniversary. That was the jersey that Wilt wore. But because there's a team in Philadelphia, we wanted to. So we cheated a little bit. I shouldn't say cheated. We doctored it a little bit.
Gotcha.
To put San Francisco, but the design was from the Philadelphia days. So you just mentioned it. So Run CMC. So the downside is you don't get the black jersey again. The upside is you get new jerseys again this year, right? So you're getting. I mean, you guys probably saw the ad with our friend Molly.
Yeah, pretty cool.
You're getting the jersey from the Run CMC, the Molly days, which is awesome.
Yeah, we've been waiting on those jerseys for a long, long time. Sasky and I have been advocating for those jerseys. Like, when are they bringing those back? And I know you guys had the crossover, which had a little bit of the Run TMC and the new school version, but these were going to be sweet. Had video of Steph Curry saying, yeah, I like these, with the C on the chest. Also, Shasky and I really care about the community. You'll be wondering what's going on across the street from Chase Center. There's a lot of construction going on. What is happening across the street from Chase Center?
Bonte, I'm glad you asked. We're fired up because I mentioned earlier, COVID hits right after we open, and not everything has come out the way it was going to be, right? And that's Chase Center getting all the concerts in, and that industry getting going. But it's also Thrive City and outside, right? So, and that's on our site, by the way. So you've got a bunch of restaurants open, and Gott's and Miller and Lux and Dumpling Time. More to come. You're out there doing pregame shows, postgame shows out there. Which is awesome, right, out there in the plaza. Mm-hmm. And then obviously you had everyone out there watching the home and road playoff games, finals games out in Thrive City. Across the street is a big part of it, and that's Bayfront Park. So this was always part of the Mission Bay redevelopment plan, is to have a city-run and operated park right across the street from Chase Center, so right there on Terry Francois Boulevard.
Nice.
And it's all gotten delayed because of COVID. But I was out there 2 weeks ago with the supervisor from our district and then Mayor London Breed. And so we did a groundbreaking, and that park's, as you said, it's under construction and will be done next summer. So this season it won't be done; it'll be getting built. But before the start of next season, we'll have a beautiful park right across the street from Chase Center.
I can't wait for that. We need more parks. I was just talking about Crocker Park in my neighborhood needing to be redone. Brandon, you grew up in the Bay Area, Peninsula boy. I never thought that Thrive City could come out as good as it ended up being completed in terms of the vibe. Because after these post games, like when I was walking out there to go to see Bonte, see the TNT set, whatever, it's just mobs of people. And like, it was so cool and it was so fun. It's better than I ever anticipated. Has it reached your guys' level of expectations? Because I think just the whole campus for that Warrior Arena and Thrive City, I mean, to say it's a grand slam feels like an understatement. Well,
thank you for that, Shasky. We agree. I mean, it's awesome. But I would say we got a ways to go. I mean, I think the energy that you saw, and Bonte mentioned this will be our first ring night. It was our first playoff run at Chase Center. And look, it was awesome during the regular season too. But as you saw it go during the playoffs, I think it was kind of a coming out party where people go, okay, we got all this stuff going on outside. And part of what we love about that, by the way, is there's only 18,064 seats inside Chase Center. We've got millions watching worldwide, but to have extra space for people to be able to come and be part of the energy and be out in the plaza or watching on the big board outside, eating dinner at one of the restaurants, watching the game. We love those opportunities. But I think you're going to see it continue to grow. The vision is to have Thrive City activated, packed morning, noon, and night. Kaiser Permanente is a big partner. Chase, obviously, doing different programming, health and wellness programming, having different sporting events on the board, having concerts out there, comedy acts out there, movie nights out there. You're going to see more restaurants opening up too. We got a bunch of things. We got a bunch of things working. The other thing, you got the two office buildings. Uber, like a lot of companies. So those buildings, Uber's are a tenant and actually a partner in those buildings. And like a lot of companies, they're not totally back to work yet. So when that happens, and you've got all their workers coming out, having lunch, being a part of that energy, I think you're going to see that action in Thrive City, no matter what time of day or what day of the week you're there.
Damn.
It's a grand slam.
It's a grand slam.
Like,
you guys
my wife and I had such a great time after all the playoff games going out.
Yep.
It just like flows out into just chaos in a good way, and people are just dancing and contact high and all that stuff. It's just amazing out there.
I agree with almost all that.
Brandon, man, it's always good to hear from you. Go ahead, Brandon.
The energy out there is unbelievable.
It's incredible.
And you know what? All the people that thought, whether or not the crowd noise would transition from Oracle Arena to Chase Center, I think you guys, The Memphis Game 6 on the Friday night with Kevon Looney grabs over 20 rebounds. Of course, the NBA Finals against the Celtics. The Conference Finals. Chase Center was on a fire last year, especially in the postseason. I can't wait to be back there. The champs are coming back to town. Reunite against the LA Lakers. What do you say, Brandon? 61 days away?
61 days away. 61. You got it.
61 days away. 43
Roger
away from
Maris.
Japan. Yes, Roger Maris. There it is. Brandon, always good to hear your voice, man.
Hernandez.
Safe travels to Japan. I'm sure we'll see you before then.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. And let's have another great season.
Thanks,
Absolutely. Brandon Schnieder,
Great guy.
President and
Great
COO
guy.
of the Golden State Warriors.